and everything he said just made a lot of things possible for me. This story may not have had a happy finish after all. Instead, it may have been a nightmare. The golden pair on HGTV, Christina and Josh Hall, looked like they had everything. Behind the scenes, though, things were very different. From shocking accusations to a divorce filing that came as a surprise. The plot of their story is full of lies, scandal, and a turn that no one saw coming. What made Josh decide to leave everything? Also, how will this news shake Christina's already strong empire? Come with us as we find out why Josh Hall got a divorce right away after something scary happened. What Josh Hall had to say about the split fans have been eagerly waiting for answers ever since Christina and Josh Hall's split became public. Well, Josh finally spoke up, giving us a look into what happened after they broke up without warning. After the news shocked everyone at HGTV for 2 weeks, Josh took to Instagram to talk about it. Over 80,000 people who follow him wrote about how he felt in a picture post of him and his dog, Stella. His message showed a man who was dealing with changes that came up out of the blue and found comfort in small things. Josh's message was easy to understand. He wasn't ready for the divorce, and it caught him off guard. Now he has to figure out how to move on from a life he has grown to enjoy. Even though it hurt him, he spoke in a mature and classy way, telling his fans that they should respect everyone, even if they disagreed with him, and that behind the scenes, they were just regular people with real problems. When famous people break up, things usually get messy, but Josh decided to avoid the drama because he promised to keep the details of their breakup secret and let the lawyers handle all the legal stuff. The speed with which their relationship grew adds to the story. Josh and Christina fell in love in 2021, and they married in secret the next year. Their love story looked great. I've heard it's fine to give it more time. Yes, since that's kind of where I am. I don't want to push or hurry it. A husband who loves his wife and children and wants the best for them. Their quick breakup was a huge surprise that no one saw coming, leaving fans to wonder what went wrong. Josh has moved to Nashville since the split. He is now focusing on getting his life back together. He spends most of his days at the gym and church, which is very different from the exciting life he had with Christina. This shows how driven he is to get back on track after their public breakup. Josh still has a lot of questions as he starts this new part of his life, like their new HGTV show, the flip-off, what will happen to their projects, what will happen to Christina's job and her kids because of this. What scary event caused them to break up so quickly? That's the most important question. When Josh heard about the split, he was torn between sadness and hope, and he did his best to handle the public breakup with grace. Fans and viewers are left thinking about the real problems that come up in love and marriage as this story goes on. Christina's complicated love life is all anyone can talk about while Josh Hall deals with the effects of his split. Going through 3 marriages hasn't been easy for her. There have been fast-paced relationships and painful breakups. What's been going on behind the scenes that's making it so hard for Christina to find love? Let's find out. Marriage and relationships. Christina Hall's search for true love is like riding a wave of strong feelings. When she married Tarek El Moussa for the first time in 2009, everything seemed to be going really well. Both on and off screen, the pair got along great, as they worked together to flip houses and grow their business. They also added 2 children to their family named Taylor and Braden. But problems began to show through it all. It was hard for them to be together because Tarek was sick with cancer in 2013. They also went through sadness when a miscarriage happened when they tried to have more children through IVF. As a surprise, cops found Tarek with a gun on a hiking trail in 2016. This caused rumors that their marriage was in trouble. Their fans were shocked when they broke up in 2017. Christina and Tarek worked hard to keep their working relationship going. Even after their relationship ended, they kept filming Flip or Flop together. Christina's sadness didn't last long. In 2017, she met Ant Anstead, a British TV host, and they quickly fell in love. As a surprise, they got married at their home in Newport Beach in 2018. In 2019, they had a boy named Hudson, and it looked like Christina had finally found her happily ever after. But fate had other plans. Christina and Ant said they were splitting up just a year after Hudson was born. Once they were no longer married, Christina had to learn how to be a mom by herself. Then there was Joshua Hall, who used to be a police officer and is now a real estate agent. Things moved quickly in their relationship, with a secret wedding soon after and an engagement in September 2021. Christina gave Josh the job of being their husband to her 3 kids, and the 2 of them even started a remodeling business in Tennessee. After their second wedding in Hawaii in September 2022, it looked like their love story was perfect. Fans hoped that this would be Christina's true love forever, but just when things looked like they were going well, they shocked everyone by breaking up in July 2024. Every part of Christina's story about love and death has been very public, and each one has been more dramatic than the last. Her relationships have shown her strength and hope through the ups and downs of her life. Christina is going through another big change in her personal life. Fans aren't sure if she will find her happy ending or if her heart is meant for more ups and downs. Problems with health. As Christina Hall dealt with the ups and downs of love and marriage, another problem was growing in the background that hurt her health as well as her heart. The HGTV star told the public in December 2022 that she had been having some strange symptoms for months. After going to a cool wellness center, Christina began to think about alternative treatment. She found a fancy machine that looked like that there. The fancy machine checked her body for secret problems and toxins. The results were not what I expected. The machine found that Christina had very large amounts of mercury and lead in her body. She is always tired and has headaches because of this. The headaches can even hurt her brain and nerves badly. Christina was thinking very quickly as she began to put the pieces together. Could it be because they've worked in dirty old houses for years? Because a lot of the houses she had sold were said to have gross, old paint. These dangerous metals could come from broken lines and mold that is hard to see. But the health risks didn't stop there. Christina was also honest about another issue that was bugging her breast implants. Breast augmentation is a popular procedure, but some women say they have different symptoms that they think are because of their implants. Doctors are still not sure what to think about this situation, which is called breast implant illness. Even though Christina already had a lot to worry about, she got worse news. Last 5 years. We're now in season 7. On HGTV, it's called Flip or Flop. They told her that she had small intestine bacterial overgrowth, which means that bad bacteria are growing too fast in her gut. People with this condition had a lot of unpleasant symptoms, such as gas, stomach pain, and not getting enough nutrients. With these 3 health problems, Christina could have gone out of the public eye, but she chose to use her fame to tell her story and make more people aware of this health problem that most people don't pay attention to. People who liked her became more aware of environmental toxins, the possible risks of beauty surgery, and how important it is to take care of your gut. Because Christina is a home decorator by trade, she planned how to take care of her health. Herbal remedies and IV therapies were used together with standard and alternative treatments to pay attention to her body. Her fans cheered her on as she fought these hidden health problems. The story of her life showed that even people who seemed to have everything could be having problems in their personal lives. This also brought to light the possible health risks in the homes where she built her business, criticism, and how the public sees things. While Christina Hall dealt with her health issues and talked about them, her life was pretty much open to everyone. Everything about her, especially how she looked in public, became more important to people. Soon it was hard to tell the difference between her personal and work life. This caused a lot of people to have their say. At first, Christina on the Coast was a show about cleaning up houses, but as time went on, it became something else. We saw a real life story play out instead of pictures. People could see into Christina's life through the show, which showed not only how good she is at designing, but also her successes and failures. This change did not go over well with everyone. Some people who watched thought there was too much action and not enough design. Like the episode where Christina and Aunt Anstead got married. Some fans liked seeing that personal moment, but others thought it was too far from what the show was really about. A fan said she came to see the improvements on the kitchens, not the marriages, and other fans agreed. People on fan pages and sites started talking about where the show was going after this. Some people began to notice a pattern in Christina's drawings. She used the same style a lot, which is white oak floors, white cabinets, and bohemian items. Some people liked how she always wore the same thing, but others wanted to see something different. Someone on Reddit made a joke, new husband, same kitchen. This complaint brought up a problem that a lot of designers have. They have to find a balance between having a signature style and coming up with new, creative ideas. It looks really lovely, for fun, and this is where the kids always play. That's why it really. This feedback hit close to home for Christina because her personal brand was so tied to the way she dressed. People were interested in more than just Christina's show, they were interested in her personal life as well. Magazines and news sites love to talk about her relationships, and they look at every Instagram post and public appearance she makes. Christina's already hard life got even harder because of all the attention she was getting all the time. Critics aside, Christina still has a lot of loyal fans. The fact that she was honest about her life made a lot of people connect with her story. They felt like they could connect to her because she was both a working mom and someone who was growing as a person. Christina had to deal with a tough question that a lot of famous people have to deal with when their personal and professional lives become more and more mixed. How much of her life should everyone know? With all of this, should she stop talking about her personal life and just talk about home design? Or should she focus more on reality TV and show people more of what goes on behind the scenes? She knew that no matter what she did, a lot of people would have something to say about it. A lot of people talked about Christina's personal life, but not many remembered how hard she worked to get where she is now. In the beginning, she barely made it as a real estate agent. Now she's a big star on HGTV. So, what brave move did she make that made her go from being unknown to being on breaking into TV? The real estate market was still having a hard time in 2011 because of the big crash in 2008. Christina and Tarek El Moussa wanted to make a change. Their business had failed and they had to move from a nice house that cost $6,000 a month to a small apartment that cost $700. Seeing a chance, Tarek thought it would be fun to try making a TV show. It was a risky idea, but why not give it a shot? For HGTV. The movie wasn't very fancy, but it was interesting. Christina and Tarek's real energy and bond as they worked to fix up old homes. At the same time, HGTV creators used social media to find new talent. They found the El Moussa's Instagram account, which had beautiful pictures of their room makeovers before and after. They were interested in the pictures because the big changes showed that there was a lot going on. Soon after, Pytown Productions, a company known for reality TV shows, saw something special in the El Moussa's audition tape. When the couple broke up in 2012, HGTV took a chance and gave them the chance to try out a new show. The network was taking a risk by putting their money on two unknown real estate agents who had never worked in TV before. It was April 2012 when Flip or Flop first aired, and Christina and Tarek were in the middle of making a TV show. They had to quickly learn on the job. So they had to film for long days and do a lot of takes because they were under a lot of pressure to finish the repairs quickly. They kept going even though it was hard. People really connected with the show. It was so appealing because Christina was good at planning and Tarek was good at building, and they got along so well as a couple. The home improvements were a hit with everyone. They liked seeing bits and pieces of the couple's life together too. Christina had to get used to being a TV star as Flip or Flop became more famous. She learned how to take her real estate skills and acting skills and put them together. Every episode was like a balancing act because she had to fix up her house, keep the show interesting, and be on screen at the same time. Christina was able to do new things after Flip or Flop did well. Christina got her own show on HGTV in 2018 called Christina on the Coast. With this new show, she could shine without Tarek and show off her own style and attitude. From having a hard time as a real estate agent to becoming a TV star, Christina's story shows how driven and flexible she is. Now let the fun begin. Yes, she used to flip houses behind the scenes and is now a confident person on camera, where her design skills and personal story win over viewers. The Christina on the Coast books. Christina on the Coast books. Christina on the Coast isn't just about cleaning up houses, it's also about wonderful changes and growth in people. This show takes place in sunny Southern California and shows off Christina Hall's amazing skills as well as beautiful houses. Every show takes viewers to a world where beautiful home dreams come true, giving each project warmth and hope. Christina first gained a lot of fans when she showed off her design skills on the popular TV show Flip or Flop. Christina on the Coast, which showed a different side of her. This show wasn't just about selling homes. Christina worked on her own house first. She wanted to make her house a calm place that showed off her power and new style after going through a hard divorce. People didn't just see an artist at work, they saw a woman taking back her life one room at a time. Christina worked hard to make a cozy that was warm and inviting. Getting a lot of different kinds of people, right? We have singers and songwriters, for example. This mix of professional knowledge and openness about her own life made her story even more relatable. Fans didn't just admire how good she was at design, they also felt like they had a personal stake in her success. The show's appeal came from how strong she was and how she was able to heal physically and mentally. Christina's focus changed as her time on the coast did. She gradually stopped working on her own home and started using her skills to help other people build the places of their dreams. She could work on a lot of different projects because of this new direction. Each one gave her a chance to show off her creative genius. Christina's designs were the right mix of style and functionality, whether they were used to update cute beach cottages or big suburban homes. Making them into beautiful, useful realities really sets her apart. Whether the homeowner wants a cozy coastal feel or a sleek modern update, she skillfully balances style with their needs, making sure that the end product feels like home and not just a pretty decor. Fans fell in love with Christina on the Coast right away when the first season began on May 23, 2019. Because it did so well, a second season was promised, but it got pushed back, so shows came out slowly. Fans of the show were still excited for each new episode, even though there were problems. Everyone wanted to see more because Christina was so much fun and had great ideas, new and interesting tasks in remodeling. Christina also started a new show called Christina in the Country. The start of our first project in Tennessee has been made public. That showed she could use her creative skills in various settings. They said in July 2023 that there would be a 5th season of Christina on the Coast, which would begin on July 11, 2024. Fans can now look forward to even more amazing changes and stories that will inspire them. Christina's amount of money and wealth. Christina has a huge net worth of $25 million as of 2024. This proves how successful she is as a TV star and a real estate owner. Her big break came with the hit HGTV show Flip or Flop, which made her popular and helped her do well in real estate. They became well known and made a lot of money from this show. Christina didn't just sit back when Flip or Flop did well. She tried new things while she was famous. Writing a book with nutritionist Kara Clark was one of her big projects. Mix her personal stories with helpful advice. Christina also made furniture under the name Christina Home and added stylish flooring to her brand, which is great for remodeling. Fans are entertained and interested in her new show, Christina on the Coast. She made $50,000 for each show since she signed a big deal with HGTV in 2019. Since there have been more than 50 episodes, she has made around $2.5 million from this show alone. You and Christina will be in the show together. Christina also makes a lot of money by selling homes quickly. She bought her home in Newport Beach for $4.1 million in 2018 and sold it for an amazing $5.4 million just 3 years later, which shows how good she is at finding good deals. It gets better for Christina when it comes to money. News stories say she makes around $2 million a year or $175,000 a month. During her early TV days, she only made $10,000 per show of Flip or Flop. That amount went up to $40,000 per episode by the third season, which shows how famous she has become in the business. Christina loved Tennessee when she went there with her kids and her friend Kara Clark. Both of these things happened at work. This made her want to buy a cozy vacation home there in 2021, and it's now part of her new show, Christina in the Country. She has made smart choices with her money, and many people are inspired by her to follow their dreams. People who follow her are interested in what will happen next and how she will continue to grow. Growing outside of TV, Christina Hall has made a name for herself in business as well as on TV. Her first book, The Wellness Remodel, came out in April 2020. It was a big step for her because it was about changing how you eat, move, and feed your mind. She wrote it with Kara Clark, a nutritionist. This helpful book tells the story of Christina's health journey and gives readers a lot of great tips. It has 60 tasty recipes that are good for you and combine tasty tastes with healthy foods. Christina writes about her struggles with an autoimmune disease in her book. She also talks about how she raised her kids while dealing with hard things like infertility and the mental stress of getting divorced. She doesn't just talk about her problems in her story, it gives us hope too. She tells people that living well, working out, and taking care of themselves are all important parts of life. Christina is good at more than just TV and books though. Together with Spectra Furniture, she started her own furniture line in July 2020. It was called Christina Home. The line came out in October 2020 and has stylish and useful items that show off her design style. Yes, let's check out the bathroom now. Okay, bathroom. In relation to this, Christina Home cares a lot about making beautiful furniture that everyone can buy, helping people make their homes more beautiful and cozy. Christina started a line of high-end vinyl flooring in November 2021, which she called the Christina Collection, to help her home design business grow. There are 21 styles and colors in this range, so there is something for everyone. She makes sure that every customer can find the right flooring for their home by putting a lot of thought into quality and style in every choice. Christina has an effect that goes beyond the projects she works on. Some well-known magazines like Good Housekeeping and Elle Decor have written about her work in home design and remodeling. She is also well known in the worlds of lifestyle and house design because she has been on the covers of HGTV magazine and People. As Christina Hall's fame grew outside of TV, her story got more interesting. Her path to real estate success and fame began in sunny Southern California, where she grew up. But where did it all start? Did something important happen that changed her path? Stay tuned to find out how her amazing journey began. Christina's childhood and school years. Suzanne Mersange. Christina Hack was born in Anaheim, California on July 9, 1983. Her real name is now Christina Hall. She grew up in Southern California, where it was always sunny, there were beaches, and there were nice areas in the suburbs. Christina grew up with her 10-year-old sister Carly. This big age difference made the family relationship unique, and Carly later became a big part of Christina's life focused on her family. Christina went to Canyon High School in Anaheim. It was there that she began to think about her future, even though she didn't know where it would lead her yet. Like most teens, she liked normal things, but she was also becoming interested in business and design. Even in high school, her friends remember her as focused and driven, traits that would later shape her work. Christina finished from Canyon High School in 2001 and was ready for the next part of her life. She knew what she wanted and went straight to San Diego State University, while some of her friends took their time to figure things out. It was a big step that made her career in real estate possible. It was fun for Christina to be a student and work hard to build a good foundation for her career. That was my dining room table when I was a kid. Yes, a family of 5 generations has eaten at that table. She had no idea how far her love of fashion and real estate would take her. Christina's college years were marked by her love of business and her desire to be truly independent. She had always admired how much her parents cared about real estate because they would often go to model homes and check out new neighborhoods. This interest in homes that she had as a child turned into a real career goal when she was in college. Here is where she first thought about a future in real estate, an option that would take her into a fast-paced and often unpredictable field. After Christina finished college at San Diego State, she went straight into real estate. She became licensed to sell real estate. This was the first step in what would become a very successful business. She got her degree and learned some new skills, and then she got into real estate just as the market was starting to take off in the early 2000s. Christina began working as a real estate agent at Prudential in 2005. It was there that she met Tarek El Moussa, who also worked in real estate. They quickly became friends because they both loved real estate. They became good friends and worked well together. This also led to a romantic relationship that would soon change both of their lives. Things went really well for Christina and Tarek as a couple. They worked together to make a strong team in the tough real estate market in Southern California. If I had to guess, I'd say remodeling the kitchen, putting in the bathroom and bar. As the home market got better, they started working on more projects together, which was a lot of fun. They worked well together, and it was clear that they were connected in business and in their personal lives. Why did Christina stand out? Because she was strong and could change when things got hard. She was more than just a TV star or real estate agent. She was someone who always found new ways to share her love of homes, design, and repair. She learned from everything that happened to her. She stayed focused and true to her goal, even when she was having problems at home and at work. Christina may not have known how much her life would change in those early years, but you could see how determined she was. With the things she learned at Canyon High School and at San Diego State University, she built a strong base for her future. Christina went from being a girl in Southern California to becoming a famous real estate agent and TV star. This shows how hard she worked, how passionate she was, and how willing she was to try new things. It's still exciting to see what happens next, even though her love life hasn't been as lucky as her work life. She might find the right person this time, and it will last. Thanks for seeing. If you like this video, please like it, leave nice comments, and don't forget to subscribe to get more cool videos. The movie you're looking at now is an interesting one. Click on it to see another one.